Do you like venomous snakes like me? Well, this video is going to be for you guys, because today we're going to be talking about the water moccasin. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Josue from Josue's Exotics. On this channel, we like to make videos about reptiles and amphibians, and today we're going to be giving you guys 5 facts about the water moccasin. So this, my exotic family, is the water moccasin or cottonmouth. Whichever you prefer, these are interchangeable names, but it is the same snake. The scientific name for this species is the agkistrodon piscivorus, and this is just one of 2 snakes that we have here in the US in the agkistrodon family, with the other being a very iconic pit viper as well here in North America called the agkistrodon contortrix, the copperhead. So for fact number 1, which is probably one of the most important things about water moccasins, are the fact that they are semi-aquatic pit vipers. This meaning that they live some of their life on land and some of their life on water, and sometimes both at the same time, or however they're feeling for the day. And I'm not sure if the water moccasin is the only semi-aquatic pit viper in the world. I've been doing a lot of research trying to figure this out, and I haven't really come across anything else. Like, there's aquatic coral snakes, you got sea snakes, and different things like that, but there's not really an aquatic pit viper per se, because I want to say those snakes are more of like your more like cobras. I believe they're in the, what the fuck family is that, elapids. So for fact number 2 about the water moccasin is they use a defensive tactic called mouth gaping, and this particular defensive tactic is how they got their name, the cottonmouth, in which, when threatened, the water moccasin will rear its head back and open its mouth up to show the white interior of its mouth to try to deter predators. Hence where the name cottonmouth comes from. So for fact number 3 about the water moccasin is, as babies, these snakes have stunning and beautiful colors of bandings of browns, tans, and blacks. But as they grow older, they tend to lose a lot of that coloration and have a more black appearance over those banding patterns. They also exhibit a caudal lure as babies, which is a brightly colored tail like a lime green color. As you can see in some of my earlier feeding videos and things that I did with my baby water moccasin when I first got them, you can definitely see that a whole lot more. And they use this as a way to lure in insects and prey when they're little, so that way they don't have to go out and forage as much. Overall, the banding and all this stuff, I mean, it's not really a big deal, but if you want to have a more beautiful colored snake that doesn't really just change colors over time, I would definitely recommend getting yourself a copperhead, because these snakes are fairly similar to the water moccasin. The water moccasin is definitely a more heavy bodied snake compared to the copperhead, but they do retain their banding and they have the lime green tail. They're pretty awesome, and they're a whole lot more docile of a venomous snake species in my opinion, and they make great starter pets for venomous snakes if you want to get into that particular type of hobby. So for fact number 4, we're going to get into a little bit of phylogeny with this particular species. So for many decades, the water moccasin was one particular species with 3 subspecies listed under it. We had the eastern cottonmouth, the agkistrodon piscivorus. We had the western cottonmouth, the agkistrodon piscivorus leucostoma, and we also had the Florida cottonmouth, the agkistrodon piscivorus conanti. But based on a study done in 2014 on the fact of having a phylogeny that didn't have any subspecies, this changed the current taxonomic breakdown to having 2 separate species with no subspecies. And with these changes, it lumped together the eastern and the western cottonmouth, and it had the Florida cottonmouth as a separate species. I mean, overall, I think that's kind of interesting. Some real important facts about the actual taxonomic breakdown of this particular species, of why they're different ones and why they changed that stuff. I'll probably have to look into that a little bit more to see what really caused this breakdown in 2014, why they wanted to do this. And it may be a lot of other species that could have been affected as well with these changes in 2014. So we'll see what else we can come up with. So for fact number 5 about the water moccasin is that this particular species have a hemotoxic venom that breaks down blood cells and prevents it from coagulating and clotting. It is said that if you've been bitten by the water moccasin, you're going to have immediate burning sensation in the bite location, and swelling and skin discoloration is going to be occurring in the next couple of minutes as well. So I would highly recommend to go ahead and get to a hospital as soon as possible, so that way they can get some anti-venom in you, so that way you can mitigate any kind of other effects after that. So overall, these are venomous snakes, guys, so you always have to make sure that you're always careful, doing all your husbandry things correctly and safely as well, so that way you know you can take care of your animal and stay safe at the same time, because these are venomous snakes and they are dangerous. So you have to always keep that in mind and never treat this like a regular animal, because even though I love my animals so much, I love taking care of them, I do remember that they can also put me in the hospital, and if that happens, who's going to take care of them other than me? So I have to make sure I'm always safe at all times with these guys. So appreciate you for watching this video. Make sure you keep that in mind. Stay safe, you guys, and I'll see you, my exotic family, on the next video.